senior leadership onboarding in high-speed startups. My name is Austeja Zymantaite. I am VP of People and Culture at Austeja. So before starting, I would like to highlight a couple of takeaways of this session that during all the session, I would like to bring you some clearance on executive leadership onboarding in the tech environment. And also, I believe that you're going to understand all challenges and opportunities on leading high velocity setting. Prior that, I want to share really, maybe sometimes for some people gonna look strange, but for some people it's gonna look a quite common story. Is just imagine that you are a new joiner in new setup. Either it is the at the same company, but you are going to leadership position, or you decided just to change your corporate environment and go to do new organization. So just imagine, it's your first day, and you coming to the your hiring manager, and your hiring manager gives you the plan structurized with all the onboarding goals from A to Z. What you have to achieve in first day, second day, first week, first month, first 3 months, what kind of yearly goals you're gonna have. So basically you have this full package where you just like take the package and you're off to go, and you can focus to things you wanna achieve and things you were hired for this role. And on the other hand, try to imagine you are joining the new company where you're coming to the first day and suddenly there is nothing. So what do you do? Go ahead and express your thoughts in the chat. I have the chat over there, another screen. I will try to read your comments as frequently as possible, but I would like to have this session more interactive, where for sure I'm going to be presenting and sharing insights, but we have this great opportunity to learn from each other and share our experiences and share our pain points and help each other out in various situations. So first of all, about myself. So me, I'm coming from really diverse background. Just funny fact, I do have a bachelor's degree from visual arts. I've been working in nonprofit. I've been working in government segments. I've been working in some corporate environment. And right now I am in the tech startup area. So through my career, I've been able to absorb different kinds of setups on onboarding. And I've been able to gather the insights from both sides, where the onboarding it's well organized and prepared, and when onboarding is unknown area. And this is like a reality. Even through some interviews with some colleagues and some industry leaders, I recognize that some companies, they do not know what is onboarding about. Basically, there is the mindset that you have all the accesses to the platforms, you have all the materials where you gonna go to take all knowledge. You're off to go, and you are executive, so you're gonna figure things out. So leading to that, I would like to discuss several onboarding myths. Sami, I would like to highlight that we are talking about executive onboarding in a high, fast-paced tech environment area. So let's get back to onboarding myths. So why is onboarding underestimated in general? So really frequently it's thought that onboarding is not an essential part of the hiring. Once we are hiring the person, it's enough. We invested so much time into the describing the job descriptions, identifying responsibilities, setting the budgets, going through all the interviews, that once contract is signed, we are good to go. It means that we're hiring smart people, so they are ready to take the strengths into our hands, and they're ready to go to perform in their position. Also, there is another one common thought is that HR is responsible for onboarding. In fact, it's not true. HR is assisting with the onboarding, and this is the hiring manager's responsibility to bring onboarding into the hands of new candidate, and it's hiring manager's responsibility to make sure that we have all the setting ready for the new joiner. What you see highlighted that I had several situations where talking with C-level executives where they're saying that, okay, so we hired the new executive to join our team, so we are just giving the this like a beautiful handshake, like, hello, superhero, you're off to go. So actually, this is something what can bring even the most senior person into the shoes of insecure, I would say insecure environments, because we all are humans and we all want to understand in which direction we should go, as well as even I was talking with a previous colleague of mine, and he was saying that, you know, like, I had experience when my first day just got forgotten. So this happens as well. And it's, again, everything comes through the pillar that HR should prepare the onboarding, or maybe suddenly we hire the person and we just don't care about it anymore. One piece of advice I would say in general, either it is the fast-paced environment or it's a corporate environment, once you sign the contract, start your onboarding immediately. Because, again, we all do not want to lose our candidates, as well as from the new joiners' point of view, you just want to go for it. You don't want to have any delays, because it's life. Things happen. You can change your mind, or your employer can change your minds. It's brutal, but these things are happening in the real world. So let's talk about common mistakes new leaders make. So when joining new setting, and we have this belief that, okay, I have a huge pressure. I join here as a high performer, so I have to take my things together, and I have to go and start to show what I'm worth. So basically, there is a common mistake where executives, they are trying to change too much too quickly, meaning that they're not diving into the current setting, current procedures, for example, and starting to bring the past experiences and just putting the things on the table without analyzing what is there working. I would advise, like, okay, start from the things, from analyzing, and then see what needs to be fixed. Don't start to bring to show your credibility. Don't start to bring things what was working in past environment. As well as there is one also important mistake is skipping their own onboarding. So executives, they sometimes do because they think that, okay, I'm coming and I just have to dive in, and I have to again deliver, and sometimes not going through the onboarding process, where it's really essential to work on your goal setting, understand the company's culture, understand what is strategy over there. Also in startups, what is happening that once you hired, you can clearly misunderstand your role, because sometimes also the hiring manager do not know till the end what your setting's supposed to hear in the company, because there is possibility to wear multiple hats, so focus and just go and try to work with your hiring manager to structureize what needs to be done. Another point is ignoring feedback, being unflexible, so meaning that focusing on one leadership style, what you had in the past environments, are not trying to integrate yourself in the current setting where you're starting to work, as well as overlooking team dynamics and failing to communicate. So meaning that you're coming within the certain kind of understanding who needs to do what, and you're coming with certain understanding that everybody understand me in a way that I do. So you are risking to be misled and risking to mislead your teams and miscommunication setting. So I believe there are many more articles in the internet about effective onboarding and why it matters. So you can see here that there are many researches that it's really important for employee productivity and retention, as well as integrating new joiners into the company culture. But where I would like to move to is to actual key of this session is senior leadership onboarding. So through my experience and researchers, tried to put into one setting the key components of senior leadership onboarding. So basically, either you are coming where you have from what I started the session, when you have the full setting, or where there is nothing around about onboarding. So there are components and you need to focus first. So first, either your hiring manager developing onboarding plan for you, or you are left alone. So try to put the structured onboarding plan for yourself, working together with your hiring manager, and make sure that the hiring plan focuses on the culture, and you have aligned expectations with your role and with your goals, what needs to be achieved. The second point is finding a mentor. So at Cast AI, we developed this kind of peer onboarding structure, and this is actually really valuable, and what I want to highlight, because the best experience for any kind of new hire, doesn't matter in which level you are, to have a mentor, to have the person who would be helping you and giving you all the advices, showing all the procedures within the company. And this person's not supposed to be your hiring manager, just because you have different way of communication and you have different relationships between. The last factor, encourage yourself, your team, your manager, for open communication and transparent feedback sharing. And I got questions, so how you do that and from where you start. So basically, start from yourself, because for what I saw from my past experience, that once you're coming and talking with people openly and transparently, okay, maybe first time it's not gonna be happening that the correspondence is gonna go in both ways, but keep trying, and you will see that open communication, transparency gonna come into the setting. So in order to have structured onboarding, I would highlight that in the first week, bring everything to the orientation networking, and work with yourself, as well as identify key people within the organization and make friends with them. This sounds challenging, but basically this is the most important part, because companies are made of people, and you need to step out, you need to show yourself, and you need to have that network all around. After this first week, you are you already have your little friends over there. Go and work on the strategy execution and securing some first wins, because you want to show yourself. I see that time is melting, so I'm going to be a little bit faster because I want to share some other stuff, which is really important. When focusing about self-onboarding is remember key components that when either you have a plan prepared or you are going to onboarding yourself, see the advantage that don't wait things to come on the silver plate. Just go and get things and make things happen, build your relationship. Here I highlighted when next to the strategic network building, I wanted to share one example. Is like, when you joining the company, for sure there are some internal communication platforms, and I got some questions. So like, how do you build this influence? How do you build this network, and from where to start? Basically, like, go ahead, participate in all the celebrations, say happy birthdays, comment on some posts and what's not. So basically, internally building the network setting, it's equivalent to social media settings or like any other networking settings within your friends and career goals and what's not. So basically think that, okay, if I want to have alliances and I want to step out, I have to have people around. So be there for them and be friends with them. So maybe I'm gonna just skip that slide. I'm gonna jump to one important message I want to deliver. A couple of days ago, I've been talking with one of my colleagues from Stanford, Vinita Soin, and we actually had really fruitful discussion about the onboarding and different settings between the corporate and the startup. So Vinita, she has more experience into the corporate environment, and we were trying to compare. So what is the most important key points in both of those? So basically, what you're saying, yeah, for sure, you have to have willingness, you have to have power, you have to go sometimes above and beyond, but don't forget that you are a leader not because of nothing. There is a reason for that, and people are watching you. Nevertheless, it's really important to highlight that we all humans and be kind, vulnerable and caring. So meaning that you not need to be perfect. So just be there, be willing to experiment, make mistakes, and just go for it. Before ending, I would like to share with you some great resources for onboarding. So first, it's really for you to understand, okay, so how I can build my own onboarding, or either you're building for your team. So this is the 2 key books I believe would be helping for you. The third one, I highly recommend to read for actually for everybody who's working in corporate world or trying to gain more power into their startup environment. I would say read this book, because here you're gonna find the full package of the information, how to build up yourself and how to not only gain power but even feel more powerful yourself. So thank you so much. Please go ahead and reach out to me. I'm more than happy to share within the my insights, backgrounds. I wanted to share much more here, but I'm happy to get your emails or connect on LinkedIn. Thank you so much.